Alright, it's kind of late. It's kind of late. I promised a review. And I'll be honest as most as possible. You can't stop but to compare it when you're playing it. You can't stop comparing it to Dead Space. Because first and foremost, you start the game, it has that Dead Space environment, Dead Space mood and everything. And you're like, man, I'm going to get so scared. I remember Dead Space 2 scared me. Dead Space 3, I had some good jump scares. And there was some really gory part if you played, was it Dead Space 2 when you saw Isaac's eye getting pulled out with a drill thing? Anyways, I didn't get that much jump scares. Maybe I played too much of these kind of game. Like, nothing at all, no jump scares. They tried and they tried. Maybe one part when you're just passing this body and this body just, his eyeball just moved and looked at you, or was it really dead? Anyways, it's late. I'm really tired, but I really want to do this because I want to go play some Need for Speed right now. But it's 2 a.m. I might play just one little game. Yeah. If you ever played Dead Space before, you got that special button. Once the enemy is down, you press this, you stomp his head, and sometimes you get stuff. But in this game, you got the same good old stomp, so you can't stop but to go back and to compare to Dead Space. And whenever you stomp or you pop a head or whatever and you kill an enemy, you get some rewards. The thing that Dead Space doesn't do, that this game does great, I'm gonna point it out. Ever played Bulletstorm? Makes sense to you? Maybe not. You got a bunch of combinations to your character. You got the gun attack. You got this special glove that gives you kinetic attacks. Like you can grab enemies or you can grab objects. I know it's not original, but it's kind of really fun in the game. They mix that up with the gunplay, and I think it's really good. You got the melee. When you start off the game, you got the melee attacks, and you're like in a boxing match. You have to dodge the punch of the creatures, and that I really hated. It took me a long time. People told me do a halfway review, do a rent or buy, do a full. I finished the game. It took me a long time. It took me about 5 hours to start liking this game, like actually liking it, because you got to get used to the combat system. It's a brand new combat system, and it's quite original. Yeah. You can grab enemies, like I was saying, and just toss them into spikes. There's spikes and there's spinning fans anywhere. You can decapitate your enemies anywhere you want. It's kind of cool, but it has that kind of want to do a Bulletstorm thing. The thing I hated about the kinetic energy attack, you need a battery. You need a battery to charge your glove, and once you're out of batteries, you can't do the attack. I wish it was infinite. I wish you could use it all the time. Yet it would take some challenge off the game. Yeah, but it would be fun though. Then you have a bunch of upgrades, a bunch of weapons. That's the other fun part, is you can, whenever what chapter you're in or map, make sure you explore everything because you get a lot of good bonuses. And you get some blueprints to craft some new weapons. You kind of want to have that blade from Dead Space to cut off the limbs and stuff, but you don't have that. You have a big baseball bat, gun. That's it. You don't have that Dead Space weaponry type of thing. You have a bunch of different guns. It's fun. I would suggest upgrade your telekinesis, your glove thing first. Your handgun, the shotgun, upgrade that all the way. The rifle, once you get the rifle, upgrade that, man. You're just a killing machine. Once you upgrade your telekinesis glove, your gun, the shotgun, the game gets better and better. And like I was saying, stuff that Dead Space doesn't do, it kind of feels like a horde mode at some part. Like you have a bunch of enemies. You get a lot of action. Not that much of a story. There's a lot of climbing, going down, going through tunnels. There's those long parts. Not much action, but once you get the action, there's a lot of action. But There's some very long, stretchy parts going through tunnels, going up and down. Man, my PlayStation 5 is making a hell of a noise right now. I'm installing a game. It's very loud. I'm just gonna shut it off. Am I losing my PS5? Or has it died? Wow! Failed video. You guys hear that? That's annoying. Anyways. I'm losing my concentration. It's driving me insane. I think I'm gonna shut it off. This is insane. I can't concentrate. Failed review. Is this ever gonna stop? You guys hear that, right? Oh, we got peace and quiet. Sorry about that. I don't edit my stuff. I just do my video with the flow. And I go with it. Even though it's 2 a.m. No, it's 1:53 a.m. So, you can't help and stop to compare it to Dead Space. But the price of the game, it was really short. The story gets satisfying at the end, like the 2 final chapters. It gets way more challenging. I wish there was a bigger diversity in enemies. It's basically all the same stuff. At one point, you're like, oh man, finally a boss battle. And you're like, no, it's just a regular guy that you're going to fight off 3 times after. And then you get the really big final boss battle that's is super tough, but really fun. Took me a while to get all the... It kind of felt like a Dark Soul kind of boss. Move here, go like this, do like that. But anyways, if you manage to master the combat with the boxing thing when you're fighting creatures with the melee weapon, the other catch that's really cool too, that you think you killed the creature, no, it's gonna... They're sponge bullets. They're gonna morph into a bigger, badder creature, and you gotta make sure you stomp them right after they hit the ground as fast as possible. That's another thing Dead Space doesn't do. So I'm kind of in the middle. If you love Dead Space and you had fun with it, and you just want some good action, go ahead and get it. But somebody that's new, like newly born, or you're just getting into the series, I'm in the middle. I'm really in the middle. I'm happy I got it. Would I have paid $100 for it? I don't know. I'm happy. I'm in the middle. It's not a rent and it's not a buy. I'm just in the middle. I'm not super sold, like overly excited. I played this. I'm just gonna put it back and probably never touch it again. But it's gonna be in the collection. I'm sorry for the disappointment. It's not because I'm tired. It's just I'm in the middle. Let me know what you think. If it's a buy or a rent. But I don't see the replay value. I don't see... It feels more like a big old movie. And Dead Space Remastered is just around the corner. And Dead Space, I actually, the first one, redid 3 times. Because there was something about it. So, I wonder. We'll compare Dead Space, the remastered, when it comes out. And that's about it. That's all I have to say. I'm in between. I'm not going to go say, hey guys, just go out and buy it. In between. I'm not sold on it. It was fun. It was quick. Now, if my PlayStation 5 didn't bust, I'm going to go play some Need for Speed and enjoy it. So, we're going to end like this. Thumbs up, thumbs down, right in the middle. I can't decide. You guys let me know. I'm not that. It was okay. It was okay. So, hit that thumbs up, support, and send some love to the channel. And we'll see you soon. I'll try to do a Need for Speed Unbound review as fast as I can. I only got Sunday to play and the rest of the week, but it looks fun. So I'll see you soon. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's super. It's just, it's in the middle. See you soon.